What's up, everybody on YouTube? Welcome to
Music One
Master 100. Today's our first ever road trip with Xaldin and
Christain.
So, what we do is we talk about certain subjects of either Yu-Gi-Oh, manga, Naruto, anything.
Or whatever's on our mind.
Yep. While we go to our destination.
As our destination today is to Messina, because tomorrow is our big Chunin tournament for Naruto, which is a mini regional for Naruto tournaments, pretty much. And our subject for today is Phantom Shockwave. What was that pack? Order of Chaos. Okay, Order of Chaos, and whatever this guy can think of.
That's right, folks. So, we're going to start with Phantom Shockwave. Just in case some of you guys never heard of it. Or I bet, you're probably watching and thinking, we already heard about Phantom Shockwave. Come on, get out the other pack that you never told us about. Order of Chaos. No. You're going to listen to what we're going to say.
Damn straight.
So, if you already know what we're talking about, then you can fast forward.
Yes.
So, what Phantom Shockwave is, it'll have the front card page is named as Galaxy Eye Phantom Dragon,
Which I really want.
and since I'm not good with dragons, Christian will explain what the dragon does and what it does.
Okay, it's a light attribute 8-star dragon type monster with 3,000 attack points and 2,500 attack points. Pretty much like a messed up version of Blue Eyes White Dragon. I believe what he does is every time he attacks a monster, he and that monster that he battles is automatically removed from play. And if the monster that you battle is Exceed monster, he gains 500 attack and defense 500 attack for every exceeding material that's on that card. And then during your opponent's next standby phase, I believe it goes, the Phantom Dragon and that monster that was banished by its effect as well will both be summoned to the field.
That's right. And also, he'll also explain what decks it's good for.
Well, first of all, keep in mind, I'm not 100% sure about the effect, but I'm pretty close. I can promise you that I'm pretty close with the effect. So, but either way, whether I'm right or wrong, it is a really good effect, especially for Dragon deck players. One deck I would highly recommend it for is a type of Disaster Dragon deck known as Blue Eyes Disaster, which is obviously a Blue Eyes version of Disaster Dragon deck, which you contribute your Blue Eyes White Dragons, bring out your Phantom Dragon, and you wreck stuff with him. You use him in that deck. I believe Lightsworns could probably use it, Twilight. Well, just because it's light attribute dragon type doesn't mean it doesn't have to be used for light-based decks. It can be used for any deck as long as it's based on monsters with 2,000 or more attack points. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot to mention. I apologize for not saying so now. It has one other effect. You can special summon this card for hand and field by triggering 2 monsters with 2,000 or more attack points. That's what loyalty can do. So basically, to put that dragon good to use, you just run it with decks that are really good at bringing out monsters with 2,000 or more attack points based deck, and you bring out that guy, should be easy to go.
That's right, and it's also good for Phantom decks if you're thinking of making a Phantom deck. Another card, his name is Phantom Cerberus. What he does is, he's like a mini Cold Wave, except, it only works on set cards, not face-up cards, just set spells and trap. Well, trap cards, actually. So that means, if you summon him to the field, you're not going to use your Bottomless. No Bottomless, no Trap Hole, and what else? And no Torrential Tribute. And please don't argue with me, I know what he does.
How many attack does he have?
He has 1,600 maybe. 16?
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe like Breaker, Turn Priority, and maybe Caius. I don't know.
What does he say? Once he hits the field, spells and traps face downs are useless or something like that?
Face down traps. Turns out it's face down traps.
Just traps?
Mm-hmm.
So there are some ways, so even if you are right, there are ways you can fight back with that card. Shrink, book, all that good stuff.
Yeah, but traps off limits for now.
Maybe. Keep in mind, there's counter trap speed 3 cards.
True. Another cards that are going to be in there. What else is going to be in there? Galaxy Queen. That's another good card I would really love to get for either my collection or my deck. I don't know. What she does is, you need 3 level 1 monsters. She's a dark attribute spellcaster monster. 500 attack, 500 defense. She was featured in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zale, episode 8 and 9. Thanks to her effect, when you can detach 1 overlay unit, and after that, you can automatically prevent your monsters from being destroyed by battle, and they'll also gain the ability of piercing damage.
Yep. And it's a rank 2, right?
Rank 1.
Rank 1, okay.
Yep. So, yeah. Not a bad monster, but of course, if you run level 1s, of course.
There's ways to use her. If the rules about tokens exceeds are true, all you have to do is just play Scapegoat, and bam, you got her next turn.
Yep. So, what's another good
Alexander Knight Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Special promo dragon for those dragon lover players. It's not as good as most dragons these days, whatever, but it is good for those who want to run those chaos-based dragon decks. It's a light attribute, 2000 attack, 100 defense, 4-star, normal monster. I know it doesn't seem that good, but keep in mind, it is a light attribute. Very good for those dragon players who love to use Chaos Sorcerer or Blacklisted Soldier on board at the beginning in their decks.
And it kind of looks similar to Blue Eyes.
Right. And also, remember that Phantomized Galaxy Dragon we were talking about earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Keep in mind, he has 2,000 attack points. Have him, tribute him, and another monster with 2,000 or more attack points, and you got the dragon, and you got Galaxy Phantomized Dragon on the field.
Oh yeah. Well, that's most of the good cards we can explain to you. Now for the moment we've been waiting for. Order of Chaos.
Order of Chaos?
Yep. You probably never heard of this card unless you've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Zale. Chaos number 39, Utopia Ray. He requires 3 level 4 light monsters, but he has an effect. When you have 1,000 points or less,
points.
Yeah, 1,000 life points. That means you can use your Utopia as an overlay unit.
Just him.
Yep, just him. No other overlay units. And the other overlay units that your Utopia have will go to the graveyard anyway.
Or there could be more, because keep in mind, they haven't fully shown what he will be all about. And until the pack is close to coming out, whatever, they're going to finish on what he does, what he needs, what he doesn't need, so on and so on, and how to properly use his effect.
Yeah, good point. What's another good card? Oh yeah, number 12, Crimson Shadow. A pretty good monster. Thanks to a special ability, you can detach 1 overlay unit and prevent him from being destroyed by battle. And of course, a couple of ninja cards will come out, featured in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zale.
The days of the ninjas are coming now, my friend.
Oh yes, they coming out of the shadows.
They're gonna top that. They're gonna be the messed up exams and steroids.
Oh yes. And of course, we better hope an assassin doesn't come.
I'm sure no assassin will come, unless you're talking about a Yu-Gi-Oh! card.
So anyway, what's another card that's mentioned? Oh yeah, that Zale Unicorn monster. You might need an Utopia, a Chaos number 39 Utopia Ray. That's what I mostly remember about its effect. Yeah, that's what most of the cards that came out from Order of Chaos. There'll probably be more cards coming out.
For now, we don't know.
Yeah. But don't get your hopes up. They're going to come out in Japan. Order of Chaos is coming out in Order of Japan. Order of Chaos is coming out in Japan. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Well, also what's going to be coming out too is 2 new structured decks. I believe the first one is going to be coming out in October, and the second one is going to be coming out. Hang on, let me get rid of this guy. And the second one is going. And the second one is going. Whoa. And the second one is going to be coming out in December. The first one is supposed to be for those Dark World lovers. Be warned. There is going to be a sick new Dark World structured deck coming. It's going to have all the original Dark Worlds you all loved, Plus, with the added field spell card, that makes the Dark Worlds 3 times more broken than they ever do. I don't remember their names, but the field spell, what it does is give all Dark World monsters 300 attack and defense points, and once per turn, you can remove from play 1 Dark Fiend monster from graveyard field to discard a card to draw a card. That opens up a lot of plays for those big Dark World players. And there's also supposed to be this new Dark World Dragon monster. It's not going to be Dragon type, but I don't remember what he can, well, mostly he can do. I just remember one effect. If he's in your graveyard, you can bounce a Dark World in your set field back to your owner's hand to special summon this bad boy to the field and rack crap up.
Oh shit.
And the second structure deck that's coming in December, I believe. If I'm wrong, March. One of my new personal favorite structure decks. No one knows what's in it yet. It's kind of new, but what's it supposed to be? It's supposed to be a new dragon-based deck based on light and dark-based monsters. And what's so special about it is that there's going to be 5 new special cards that will give dragon-type monsters or dragon decks more support than they ever had right now. So the dragon decks are pretty much going to be sick and broken right now, once that comes.
Or maybe they might make a new Twilight Dragon kind of deck.
I would kind of like it.
Well, that's our video, folks. Please leave any, your comment or questions down below, or if you want to ask us any funny random comment questions, leave that below, and we'll answer them in our next Eating with Music One Master 100 videos,
Or anything like that.
or any dares. We'll take dares.
Depends on what dare is.
Yeah, depends on the dare. We'll probably do it. Well, see ya.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you.
Me too.
Mwah.